And we are live. Hello, Arcadia University.
Hello.
Well, wait.
I don't know what we're doing.
Nick, this podcast is not just for Arcadia University students.
Hello, the world.
This podcast is for everyone.
You're not
of
wrong.
all races, genders, species. I know a swordfish who listens every week.
I'm glad to
That's a
see
little
that
depressing
Polly's
that you
willing
talk
to
to a
kidnap
swordfish.
all sorts of people, including swordfish.
All right. Well, should we
Doing
introduce
Polly so
ourselves
well.
and then
Bad
introduce
friends.
our very special friend?
We should.
All right.
This is Austin.
I'm Polly,
And I'm Nick.
and we are joined today by the voluptuous Kristen Stedman.
She actually endorses
She
our
actually
program.
asked me to call her voluptuous.
She specifically asked for it. We actually have it in writing over here.
Yeah,
in the
we have
office.
it
in her own signature, too.
It was in she said, "I'll come on the show, but only if you introduce me as voluptuous."
She had to sign a liability waiver.
I
to
kind
be
of
on.
threatened to cancel the podcast if they
Yeah.
were to do something like that, so I'm happy to report that this podcast will go on for at least another week.
So,
Oh.
Kristen, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell our lovely listeners a little about who you are, your life.
I'm Kristen. I was born in a thunderstorm on a dark and stormy night.
And that's enough for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm a senior communications major, editor-in-chief of Loco Mag. Fun times, and it is my first time on the ForLoco podcast, so thank you for having me.
She's also our first guest ever, I believe,
Really?
unless you count Papa John
Oh,
as a guest.
wow.
I mean, Papa John's is
Because
pretty
his
big.
presence was very much felt in the
Mhm.
episode where we
I
talked
felt
about
the
him.
cheese and pepperoni on
Yeah.
that episode.
Okay, so anyway, should we just get into how our lives have been?
Sure.
So-
let's go into that.
So, I feel like I always have stories to tell, and I was kind of thinking, like, this morning something happened. Something happened to me that I'm going to talk about. But I'm wondering, do things always happen to me, and I just only notice them when I'm thinking about the podcast, or do things happen to me when we have to record the
So
podcast?
Polly thinks he's God's chosen child again.
I think things happen to Polly every day. He just thinks to note them
when we're thinking about the pod. Well, I think
on-
things happen to everybody every day.
Well, yeah.
I mean-
well, yeah, that's life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So anything, I was out running, and I heard like roaring up in the sky, and I looked up, and there were 2 helicopters flying, but they were like SWAT helicopters. Did you guys hear that,
I
Joe?
saw that when I was driving back.
Yeah,
from work.
they had like the machine guns on them. Like
Whoa.
something's going down. Yeah, like we should check the news later. Something's gonna happen.
Or maybe it's just like a demonstration, or like they're just moving the helicopter.
Yeah,
Or
maybe it's
we
like,
bring them on
I don't know
as
though, because there were
guests.
2 of them, and they were moving like fast. So like I think something's happening.
There was a
Someone's on the
manhunt going
loose.
on.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw them too. Because I got home and I told my roommates, I was like, something bad gonna happen, and they were like, why? And I was like, I saw the helicopters. The other thing that happened to me is, so I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been really wanting to swim lately
I did
at my
not know
gym.
that. I didn't
I've
know
just
that.
been, because like swimming is like the best exercise in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Like-
and where are your facts for this statement?
Where's the poop?
It's good for the core. It's good for your breath.
Where are the numbers,
Oh, have you
sir?
ever heard that thing about your belly button? What, like, swimmers versus runners? Like, your
Please
belly
stop.
button will be higher or lower
Please stop.
depending on...
No, but I will say, I have not heard that, but I will say people with outie belly buttons are disgusting. Like, outie belly buttons are straight up gross. Do any of you have
Can
one?
you wait? This what?
So you know how I'm guessing all of us have innies, but an innie belly button is like the button is like inside of the stomach, but some people have an outie, which is like when the button is actually like pushing out of the stomach.
I should like to say now that I did not mean to steer the commentary towards belly buttons.
Wait, do you know what I'm
We're
talking about
slowly
though?
losing funding every
you-
time you speak.
Have you ever seen like a person with an outie belly button? Does anyone know what I'm talking
No.
about?
This podcast will only go on for half
I
a
know
week.
what Polly means, but I refuse to endorse this conversation.
Why, do you have one?
No.
Let me see your belly button.
No.
Let me see your belly button, Nick.
let's steer this
viewers, we're gonna
conversation
be
back.
shutting down
Let the
early
record
today.
show that Nick has not showed me his belly button, and I do not believe he does not have an outie.
Where's the birth certificate?
But anyway, apparently the reason, I'm not sure if this is right or not, but someone once told me that, you know how like when you're born the doctor has to tie the umbilical cord and that is your belly button?
Okay, yeah.
Some of the
Yeah.
doctors are just like bad at it, and when you're bad at it, you get an outie.
Oh.
So it's someone else's mistake that ruined
Yeah,
your
it's the
life.
doctors. That's the reason that Nick's so ugly.
Damn.
I'm still guessing Nick has an outie.
I mean, you're not wrong until we.
Yeah,
see.
I mean, I have no proof until he shows me his belly button. By the end of this podcast, I will have seen Nick's belly
I
button.
refuse.
Call in subscribers. Bring in your nice monies, and maybe we'll have something nice at the end. Treat.
Okay, so anyway, before we got into belly buttons, what was I talking about? Swimming?
Swimming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so I've been wanting to go swimming, but I don't have any goggles. So, like, 2 weeks ago, I sent a Snapchat to all of my friends, and I just said, hey, can I borrow your goggles? I need it for a special project. I don't know if I sent that to any of you.
Yes, I remember the Snapchat.
I also remember.
Anyway, like, all of my friends responded, like, sorry, I don't have goggles. Like, what is with all these people not having goggles? It's ridiculous. I mean, I guess I don't have goggles either.
Because none of us use the pool because it's used by the swimming cult.
Yeah, but I have a gym
swimming
membership, so I can
True.
swim.
Well, yeah, but that's you.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, I haven't been able to swim because I didn't have my goggles.
You can close your eyes.
You could
No,
make those your goggles.
I don't know, though. I'm like the type of person who, when I swim, even if I don't have goggles on, I keep my eyes wide open.
What?
And then, yeah.
So
Really?
you want to see the shark.
I'm like
Really?
hardcore.
Right.
Can you see?
Oh yeah, I could see. You like your eyes get like adjusted to it because like I swam when I was younger and I don't know, like we weren't allowed. I used to dive too, and when we dove, we weren't allowed to wear our goggles.
Yeah, because you're just like.
Yeah, and like I wasn't gonna like, just constantly close my eyes after every single jump. So after a while, I
So
just like
basically
I just accepted it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now if anyone ever, it's like if my eyes are ever bloodshot, I can just say it's because I was diving. You know.
As opposed to anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how people's hair gets like discolored when they go in the pool a lot? Does the same thing happen with your eyes if you leave them open all the time?
Maybe that's why I have awful vision.
That's
That's what I was
would
saying. I'm like, how can
explain.
you see?
I think
What?
some things are adding up.
Well,
also
I
need
think it's actually
glasses.
genetics though, because my grandmother went like blind before she passed, and my mom is like going blind, so maybe I'll go blind.
Do you need glasses?
I have my contacts in,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all the time.
You used to wear glasses, I rember.
I
that.
used to, because I was a big old nerd.
Yeah.
Now I'm a
Austin's
cool
wearing
guy.
glasses
What's wrong with being a big
right
old
now.
nerd?
Look,
Just
we
to
got
note
we
that.
got
What's
one
wrong with
guy.
that?
Look, we got one guy with a gross belly button. We got one guy in glasses, and then I also
You trying to stereotype now?
no, I was gonna. Do you think Nick?
He didn't
is,
say no.
Do you think Nick is more of a weeb than me?
He does
Yeah.
watch more anime. than
Okay,
you.
never mind.
I don't like where this conversation
Because I was
is
gonna
going.
say, I thought we were sitting in like weeb order of ascension, but I don't think we are.
I'm definitely above Nick, but below Kristen. I will
Yeah,
admit
because
that.
the weeb order, I'm probably least weeb in this room right now, and then probably Nick, then Austin.
It goes a spike up.
Yeah, no, it's like the graph like is like wiggling, and then it gets to
I am
Austin
a
and it spikes, and then it gets to Kristen,
Oh, no, I
and
meant-
it
I
like
meant to Kristen.
it,
It
when it
spikes
gets to Kristen, it like quadruples, like it goes off the radiator, you know.
My resume backs my weebiness, all right? And I'm not comfortable being outed here today.
Yeah, I feel comfortable being a wee. I'm the only Asian in this room.
Yeah, he's the only real one. You're appropriating Austin's culture,
Yeah,
Kristen.
How dare you?
Yeah, really.
Cough. Austin isn't Japanese. Cough, cough.
Yeah. Anyway, I still
I
haven't
mean, I
finished
don't
my
like
swimming
being proud.
story.
I was just say I have a quick thing that's
should
completely
I,
irrelevant.
should I
to
try to finish the swimming
Is it
story
about
though?
belly buttons, Nick?
No, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, finish the swimming. story.
Okay, so I haven't been able to swim. We got to that part, and then how much longer is this? So I went to Modell's one day and I tried to buy goggles and they were like $21. And I was like, I'm not spending that much money to see underwater.
Why
Were
did
they
you go to
prescription?
Modell's?
No, they were regular. What, prescription goggles would be like tons of money. Do you remember that?
Where would you get prescription goggles?
No. Have you ever
I
seen?
don't know. I
What?
just
There's,
assume that they
Prescription
exist.
There's an episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza has prescription goggles and then he loses his glasses, so he just spends the whole day walking around in his prescription goggles.
No, that's a life.
That's a
um,
lifestyle.
So anyway, I wasn't. Although now that I think about it, I just said like I would never pay $21 to see underwater. But actually, that's like an amazing thing that someone would probably actually pay like millions of dollars
be
to
a
if you really
fish.
think about it.
You
You
would
know?
be a
That
fish.
picture like back before goggles.
Yeah, if
existed,
I
so
was,
I'm
I was like $21 to see underwater.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Could be a
Anyway,
fish.
so I did not buy the goggles at Modell's. Then last night I get to work at 4 at the gym, and I go to the bathroom before my shift starts, and there's a pair of goggles sitting on the counter of the bathroom, and I'm tempted.
Fate.
I'm tempted to take them, but I say no. The guy probably just left them. He's probably in the sauna or the shower, and he's probably gonna come get them. 8 o'clock comes. My shift is over. I go back to the bathroom. The goggles are still there. And now temptation is a riding high in my trousers. And I'm like, I need these goddamn goggles.
So wait, first you publicly admit you're a kidnapper on this podcast, and now
Now you're
you're a
saying-
thief?
And also, he's aroused by goggles.
Yeah,
that
I was
are
about to say.
branded
More
on-
importantly,
that's
he's
more
aroused by
concerning.
goggles.
Well, I still didn't take them though. I
Oh.
still stayed true.
Oh.
Then I decided, you know what? I'm at the gym anyway. I got my running shoes on. I should get a quick workout in. So I worked out till about 9:05. Then I went to the sauna for 10 minutes, relaxed. A guy was reading the newspaper naked in the sauna, which was a little odd.
Living the life.
And he was also like sweating onto his newspaper.
Oh.
So I felt like the words were probably
That's a man who loves a
Now,
challenge.
important question. Did you check his belly button?
I think I don't know if it was him, but there was a guy who had an Audi last night and who was naked. And I was like, that's gross. Like, I'll see I don't care if I see the old guys dangling body parts, but if I have to see an Audi belly button, I get upset.
I can see Nick dying on the inside over there.
Why is this where the conversation is going?
Anyway.
This is all my fault, and I would like to sincerely and publicly apologize.
Anyway, I leave the sauna at like 9:15, and the goggles are still there.
Maybe
But they had pink eye.
Maybe it's God's
That's where this
test
is
of
going.
your
Maybe
will.
they're diseased.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of thought that God was... On one hand, I thought God was testing me not to take the goggles, but on the other hand, I thought maybe God was saying, take them and go swimming. And I didn't know, so I took them.
Yeah, you might as well take.
I
the
did
risk,
take
'cause
them,
at
yeah.
least no matter what you have.
Yeah.
Those disease-ridden, probably infected goggles.
And it's
No, I
never
haven't-
reported here.
I haven't used them yet, and also I washed them with dish soap.
Ah.
Should I have washed them with body soap? What do you think the course of action there was?
You're putting it on your body, so probably body soap.
I don't
But
know.
you're
I
not
think dish
washing-
soap for the initial wash, because you don't know where
I was
those
gonna
have
say,
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not washing his body. He's washing his.
Also,
goggles.
won't the chlorine probably end up destroying most of the germs on them?
You would hope. You
Yeah.
would hope.
One would
Anyway,
think.
well, that's the story, and now tomorrow I get to go swimming.
I'm proud of
With your
you.
new
Thanks.
goggles.
With my new old goggles.
I
I
was.
bet they were owned by someone with an Audi belly button.
That's the plot twist.
Or the
That's
newspaper.
why I took them from him. He doesn't deserve goggles with his gross.
I think we lost like half our viewership.
Yeah, I imagine like everyone who listens to this just happens to have an Audi
every
belly
episode,
button.
Paulie gets more and more depraved, and people are just, whoa, I never knew this guy.
Yeah, I'm canceling this.
You know, I'm pretty sure we've hit like 100 total views between the two episodes.
That's more than I expected.
Yeah, well,
how many of those are us though?
well, I imagine
Like maybe,
I think like 4 are between us 3,
Yeah.
because I watch it twice, once to edit it and once to make sure it uploads correctly. And then I'm guessing you guys both watch it once.
yeah,
Do you even watch it, Austin?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you watch it?
I like the sound of my voice.
Ooh, called out.
She has not seen our second
I haven't
episode.
seen the
I want to
second
point
one,
that
but
out.
I have
Yeah.
watched the first
Well, that makes
episode.
sense. The first one has 70 views, and the second one has like 28. So not necessarily 100 yet, but like right there.
Yeah,
I'd
there's
like to-
only been 2 episodes. I've still got time.
True. You get.
I mean, I'm listening to this one actively right now.
I like to build up like a bank of my podcasts and then like listen to them when I have like a long drive or something.
I would like to share a story now at work. It's very anticlimactic. So I was sitting there one day at the drive-thru at Starbucks, and we have a window there. Like part of the building sticks out, so there's a window facing out, so we can see the cars coming. And across the street's a farm, and we look out, and like there's this donkey who's chilling with all these chickens. Like he just likes to hang out there, and he gets really depressed when he can't be in the chicken coop with the chickens.
Wait, a donkey?
Yeah, donkey. He thinks he's a chicken.
This is already turning out to be
Is
a much
this-
more wholesome story.
Wait, is this like there's a real donkey?
Yeah, across the street
You've
from
never
my work.
seen
farm.
a donkey, Paulie?
Donkeys are real animals.
No, I know that. I guess it's just I don't know. Like I'm like kind of from the city, so I guess like perceiving that a donkey is just like casually somewhere is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, no, so this is all
It's a
it's a
farm.
farm.
So there's a farm by the
There's
Starbucks.
also cows, sheep.
Now that
a
is
goat.
a mindfuck.
No, yeah, that's weird.
Farm next
Are
to
we
the
allowed to swear
Starbucks.
on the
Yeah,
show?
Kristen, are we allowed to swear, huh?
God.
We just lost half our
The
viewership
first episode we
again.
had no swear words. The second episode we kind of got. Well, the second episode somebody asked the question, "What's the time you thought you were fucked?" So we ended up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wonder who
and
that
I
was.
wonder who asked that question.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was
Oh my
me.
god, that was a good question.
Yeah, we have terrible
Thank
leadership
you.
here.
What do you mean? I like. Oh wait, okay. I don't mean to hijack your story
That's
for
all that
a
ever
second.
happens in this.
It literally took me 20 minutes to tell a story about getting goggles, so that's kind of the podcast.
When I did my internship with CBS, the first time that I met Tucker, who is my favorite guy who worked there, he put articles online basically. And I would kind of train one-on-one with him. And then I was talking to him, and he was so casual, and he had a picture of a dog's butthole on his wall. And one day I just slipped, and I just said, fuck, right to his face, like in the middle of a story. And then, I recoil in horror because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get kicked out. I'm going to get deported from the country because this was in London.
And that's why she's here now.
Yeah. I just got home yesterday, guys. But no, and he didn't address it at all. But in his very next sentence, he just says shit. And I'm like, oh, that was the moment he became my favorite. I was so comforted. And that's the person that I want to be for Loco Mag. Thank you. Drop the mic. Goodbye.
To swear?
Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yeah, back to the donkey.
So
Very
there's this donkey that shows the chickens. And then all of a sudden I look back, and there's a chicken on top of the donkey, riding on the donkey's back.
That's sick.
So the donkey's walking around, and he's giving the chicken rides. And apparently what the donkey does is the chickens will hop on its back, and it'll just walk around with the chickens on its back.
That's so
He
sick.
probably has no idea that's happening.
No, I'm pretty sure he's very self-aware. I think he likes feeling included.
Have you asked him out? Asked him to see
Have you asked him out?
what he's doing?
Apparently, one of my shift supervisors, one night when it was like no traffic, it's across a busy street. She ran across the street when there were no cars and pet the cows.
Ah,
And
that's
they-
That's
nice.
living the life.
Yeah.
And then she gave people coffee?
No. They were closing shifts.
Oh,
so
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
she was like,
Maybe
"Please."
that's where you guys get the cream and milk.
You would think, but no. Actually,
Oh.
there's these dudes that come in, like,
Oh.
and just deliver a crap.
Well,
ton of
well,
milk.
maybe it's like, a Secret Service where they go from the farm, drive around for a few minutes, and then go to the store to make you think that. Stranger things have happened.
I don't think 10 cows can fuel all the milk we use per day.
You should see the amount of that comes out of them.
Do you know you can like milk like any animal pretty much? Apparently,
Lizards?
like most animal, like because all animals like produce
Well,
milk.
Most animals or most mammals?
Mammals, I think.
Yeah,
Like I don't
okay,
think.
there
Yeah,
we go.
I don't think you could milk an iguana.
Well, here's an important question: where does the milk come from in an almond? Where's the almond?
Yo, wait. Do you know that like, like besides that, like everyone acts like. First of all, I'm a big supporter of drinking milk, and until the year like 2015, that
I
was
know where
like
this is
that
going.
was like a regular thing.
Yeah.
And then 2015 came along, and everyone was like, "Oh, you can't drink milk anymore."
Yeah.
I was like, "What the hell happened to milk? What happened?" And by 2016, I'm being persecuted for drinking milk.
Because, there's a lot of these new studies, which I don't know how to feel about, but there's studies saying that, it deteriorates your bones over time and whatnot, but
And some,
really?
I don't know, but calcium's good for your bones.
Yeah.
That's just science. Anyway,
I think we should bring a
2017
scientist
comes
in
along.
this.
I'm scared to say that I'm milk. I like milk. Finally,
I strongly agree with this.
28,
I identify as milk. Thank you.
It's 2018 now, and I've decided I'm going to come out of the closet in my milk drinking habits. I drink whole milk. Good cow whole milk.
Good for you,
I
Polly.
prefer 2%.
I don't like 2%. Well, I like 2%, but I like whole because A, it tastes a little better, and B, it has even more calcium. I'm working on strong bones over here. Anyway.
This is a question. If it's 2% milk, what's the other 98%?
No, I think it's like, I think it has something to do with like the amount of fat they like.
Yeah,
but it says
it's-
2% milk.
Well, no, they mean 2% fat.
Yeah.
Why does it say 2% fat?
Because
Why
they
is-
don't want to put as many words on the
Well,
thing.
then
It
I'm...
used to say. I mean, if you look close enough, it does say.
Yeah, I think it
2%.
actually
All right,
does
so we're
say
also
that.
skipping over the fact that I'm illiterate.
It's okay. I also don't know how to read, but I know this, so should you.
You two are seniors again?
Yeah.
I'm a publishing major. Oh,
Anyway, do you know that almond milk like actually is like, I'm pretty sure it's like bad for the planet because there's some, I don't know exactly what it is, but like when an almond tree is like, when its milk is like absorbed from it or whatever.
You don't take...
But that like destroys the rooting of that ground for like the next 5 years. So nothing can be planted there in the nut family for like 5 years.
I don't think you take milk out of a tree.
No,
I'm
whatever
pretty
you
sure
do,
take-
whatever
straight
you
from the
do.
You
trees.
just
to
take
me.
the almonds and
Love it.
ground them
Well,
into
whatever
a
the process is,
liquid.
it destroys the ground.
How does turning an almond into a liquid...
I don't
maybe
know.
it's the farms.
No, I know, it's
probably
that's
where
probably what it
But
is.
it's
Like
not
the
like
soil?
taking milk from cows doesn't have its downsides.
No,
as well.
it does, but don't
It's
get,
also bad for the environment.
don't get all high and
All
mighty
bad for
on
the
me
environment.
when
She controls our budget.
What about soy milk?
I don't know. I don't care.
Or coconut milk?
Um,
Well, first off, it's soy drink and coconut drink. Because where does the milk come from in soy? I can't, milk a soybean.
I mean,
Every
you could
time
try.
I drink soy milk, I get more afraid about breast cancer.
why?
Because there's research that soy products are really they haven't shown increased risks of that.
Every time I'm outside, I fear skin cancer.
Oh yeah, that's why I wear sunscreen every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, I
That's
do.
like really good
She
for you.
does.
Thank
yeah.
you. And my current one smells like
Are
raspberries.
you like a skincare bro? Like, do you like skincare?
Am I a skincare bro?
Yeah.
Yes, that is what I
Skincare bro.
identify as.
I have do you guys have a skincare routine?
I mean,
I have skin.
Do you care for it? Like
Sure.
like every night I do like a cleanser, and then I do what is it, like some type of peroxide on
Oh,
any pimples
you,
I have.
You do more than me.
And then I moisturize, and then sometimes if I have a bad pimple, I put hydrocolloid bandages on it.
I was looking at those because you
Dude, they're
mentioned
so
it, and
good.
I really want one.
They're so good. They're kind of like it's like $6 for like a 32 pack, but like it lasts you like more than half a year.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Hydrocolloid bandages.
Yes, please. I've never seen a sponsorship from them. I didn't know they existed, and this is their opportunity. Like, come on, Rite Aid, CVS, let's go.
We will do anything for you. Anything.
I actually get mine from Amazon.
Man, I don't want to be sponsored by Amazon.
No, that'd be kind of weird.
It's like dirty money.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Plus, we wouldn't be allowed to pee.
You wouldn't be allowed to pee?
Yeah, Amazon doesn't let you pee.
What?
At all.
Where did this come from?
At the Amazon, there was like a documentary done like a year ago or something on like Amazon warehouses, and one of the workers was like, yeah, they like really don't let you take breaks. Like I've had to pee in bottles several times, and they showed that interview to like other workers, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I've done that too. Yeah, me too." And I was like, "Oh, I guess everyone's peeing in bottles."
Hey!
It's the new hip thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was lemonade.
Oh gee.
Why is
Oh,
everyone
gee,
walking around?
Self-sustaining economy, everyone.
Oh gee, schools.
There we go. I felt like we were in the middle of a story.
Yeah, did we like did the donkey story get finished?
I mean, that's kind of the end.
It
It's
never
like,
really
this donkey
ha-
it doesn't really have an
Yeah.
end because the donkey's not dead and the chickens aren't dead. So
Yeah.
like, it's still continuing to
So
this
it's a
day.
happy ending.
Yeah.
It's a coming-of-age story of hope.
Unless you kill them.
All right, yeah. So negating Austin's point, I think we should move on to a question.
Should we go? Yeah, let's take a question. We could. How long have we gone for so far? 20
We are at, for all of our viewers who are curious how much time you've wasted in your life, it is now 21 minutes and 25
All right,
seconds.
let's get some fun.
Alright.
And that's just inching closer and closer towards your death.
Okay, who is
Damn.
the best movie dog?
Ooh, shit. This is
Scooby Doo.
Is that your real answer?
I gotta think about
I
it.
can.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
this
he
is
is
like
pretty
tough.
good.
I think we should do like live action dog, like an
so like
actual
an
physical
actual
dog.
Actual.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm like kind of blanking too. I don't.
Well, what's the dog that played like Air Bud and all that stuff? Like the
Oh.
the sports dog. Is that Air Bud?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
everybody.
Airbud.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's Airbud.
I think that's gonna be.
What
I
about
think-
Lassie? Everybody forgets about her these days.
No, they
I don't
don't.
know.
No, we don't.
No, they
That's the
don't.
first thing people think of. I'm voting for Air Bud.
Case in point.
Airbud's a good answer. I feel like Airbud's not my favorite. I definitely like the Snow Buddies. You remember them?
I do.
Yeah.
Are they like Air Bud's children?
I think like indirectly, but they were like some dogs, and they got like shipped to Antarctica or something, and then they like somehow saved the world from global warming, but not really. But it was a weird movie.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'm blanking on the name of it, but it's like a dog and this really bitchy cat, and they just like lose, like their owner goes away.
Oh, I
I
know what
know
you're
that
talking
movie,
about,
yeah.
and like
Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound. That's
Yes!
what it was.
and like they don't really like. There's no like animation to the mouths or anything.
No,
is there? Like,
they just put voiceovers.
Yeah, it's
It-
so
and it's
sick.
the
That's
best.
so sick.
I want a review of Homeward Bound. Polly, it's your next assignment.
That is a good one.
My personal favorite.
Yeah,
is,
I might have to pass mine over to Homeward Bound too.
Do you remember the movie Cats and Dogs?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Was it cats and dogs or cats versus dogs?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was cats. And
It was something like
dogs.
that.
Yeah, I know what you're
Does
talking.
the dog die at the end of the movie or
Well,
something?
no, they think he's dead, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm alive," and his family's like, "Oh," and he's a secret agent.
I think I missed that part of the movie. I think I stopped watching
So-
after he died. I was like, yeah, I'm bored now. And changed the channel.
Did anyone see A Dog's Purpose?
No, I think my
No.
little brother did, and he liked it.
They spoiled the whole thing in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog's purpose is to be a dog.
Okay, well, obviously you didn't watch the trailer, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
He's
what's the spoiler?
The-
He
the
cycles back
spoiler-
to his.
Yeah, it's like about reincarnation.
Yeah, but I don't
basically,
think
and he
that's
goes to seek out his old
I don't
owner.
think that's like. Oh, he goes to seek out his old owner.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
shows the moment where they reunite in the trailer
I don't
at
think
the
that's.
end.
I think the whole point is that you're supposed to see the dog's journey. You're not. You know he's
Yeah.
inevitably going to get back to his
Yeah.
owner. if
But
that's
wasn't
what
it based on a
set off
book
with.
too?
I don't know. I think it's based off true events.
Wasn't also. I mean, it could be with reincarnation.
This is something a man with a, what was that, belly button would say?
Yeah.
An Audi.
A man with a
Belly
belly.
button.
Belly
A
button.
man with a belly button. That's the name of this episode.
Please don't make that.
Oh, great. Endorsing.
I don't know, I'm sticking with Air Bud.
I think I'll go with Kristen with Homeward Bound.
Thank you. I feel very
I'm
supported.
sticking with Cats and Dogs. That one.
So wait, that was the movie where like the cats are trying to take over
Yeah,
the
and like they're
world,
secret
right?
agents and everything.
Yeah, that was a whack movie.
And then they made a sequel that wasn't that good.
Do you guys
Probably.
remember the movie G-Force with the gerbils?
I do.
Yo, that movie was
Yo.
weird.
Gerbils and secret agents.
That movie also like that movie's one of those weird Disney Channel things that like like very easily could have become franchised, but just didn't. Like it's just this weird standalone gerbil
Film.
thing that just exists.
Because everything anymore, we make episodes.
Yeah, no, like if that was made today, there would be like the G-Force TV show, G-Force 2.
Wasn't there a G-Force TV show actually?
Probably,
Like a
actually.
cartoon?
Probably,
Yeah,
actually. Yeah, honestly, you're probably right.
I'm kind of sick of how everything gets turned into a TV show. Like How to Train Your Dragon. Like, cool, good movies. Like, why do we need a TV show for that?
This is also different, but when you talked about the dog dying and cats versus dogs, but then actually being alive, it reminded me of this. Did you guys ever play Super Mario Sunshine?
No.
A little bit.
I just beat it for like the first time. Like I watched my brother play it when I was younger. But do you know how you have like so Mario gets like the backpack that can shoot water?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But the backpack like also like talks to you like throughout the game. It's like Mario, shoot water at this thing. Mario. And then
Is that how it sounds?
yeah, no, that's
Sounds like Morgana in Persona 5.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But anyway, at the end of the game, like you beat Bowser, and for some reason the water backpack just dies, and it's like
Did
that's
it run out of water?
no, because you could just refill it. It's like broken. Like it. I think what happens is Mario goes to beat Bowser in a volcano, and then the volcano erupts, and that destroys the machine. But not Mario
you said
somehow
You beat the game. How do you not remember how it died?
because it was very uneventful. Anyway,
That's fair.
the thing dies, and I guess I'm like remotely a little bit sad. I don't know because I don't really have
kind
any.
of just
a
Yeah, it's
debate.
just a backpack.
Yeah.
Like I've lost backpacks before.
I'm pretty sure that was Mario's line. It's like, the backpack's all sensitive.
Mario's like, I need a transport.
I just need a new backpack.
Well, I mean, he didn't die because he's in Smash.
But anyway, yeah, the Toads then like fix him, and he's like, Mario, I'm alive. I'm like, okay, so you died and then came back to life in the span of 10 seconds, and I feel zero emotions about it.
Back by popular demand.
That's why he's in Smash.
Yeah. All right, should we move on to the next question?
Yeah.
How many question marks are appropriate for SMS messages?
As many as you damn well please.
I think I know who asked this question, and I can explain the backstory of it.
I'm
right
gonna
ahead.
vote
Please
for
do.
5,
Go right ahead.
10,
I
15, 20.
I was
20.
in a I was
I
in
don't
a
need to ask you about that, but
Okay, so
continue.
I texted my group chat with my roommates, and I just said, hey guys, can you ask a question for the podcast today? I'm recording at 11. And then my roommate Riley said, in all caps, AM with 3 question marks. And I was like, and I thought she was saying like AM? Like I need to ask a question by 11 AM? That's crazy. So
I think she was just asking, was it AM or
Probably, yeah, but she used 3 question marks. So I thought she was like saying it with a sense of urgency. So I responded and I was like, what did I say? I said, yeah, just ask a question. It's not that hard. And she was like, I was just clarifying the time. And I was like, well, your question marks made me think there was a sense of urgency that I did not quite comprehend. So I think she's just salty.
I think you're just illiterate.
You're illiterate.
Aw, we all have that in common.
Are you sure this
You're
is
illiterate.
just a poly thing and not a general thing?
You're illiterate.
I think my first guess would be like AM is in like they're angry that it's at 11 a.m., not 11 p.m. I'd be
Well,
like,
well, let's try and say that realistically with 3 question marks.
AM? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Yeah, I agree. The 3 question
AM?
marks, especially
AM?
when attached to something in all caps, even if it's supposed to be in all caps, that would make me think.
Also, what if she was just saying I am mad, but forgot I am mad, and she just said M?
You're grasping at straws here.
Yeah,
you're pushing
I'm
it.
with Austin.
Okay, shall we go to the next one?
Yeah, let's go on to this.
All right. Will Nick also buy a Dragon Ball Z T-shirt? So the story there is that me and Austin were at Target. Oh wait, I'll tell the whole story actually.
Yeah, back up. You gotta
back up quite a bit. So me, I don't think you even heard this, Kristen, have you?
No.
It was last Friday.
So
And I'm really, really grimacing at
a
this.
little bit about Austin that I think people have to know.
I got it.
Yeah, you give it.
So I've lived with Austin for 3 years now.
Trying to rat me out.
Austin, with his wardrobe, it's like the same shirt. Like he has a routine for his shirts every week. And every semester, he adds one shirt and takes a shirt away from the wardrobe. Like he keeps it consistent.
it's cyclical.
But, like, we
all
can
things
guess.
cycle back.
There have been days where like we've been able to guess what outfit Austin's wearing, and I'm not bashing it. He looks wonderful. I'm
He's
just
got
saying,
sick fits.
it's like he looks good and very fashionable. And it's just very consistent of what we can guess. And so, with this in mind, we were sitting there looking at one of his shirts. It's a Family Guy
we
shirt.
all went to Chipotle together,
Oh, yeah.
and we were sitting and we noticed the shirt Austin was wearing.
And it was a Family Guy shirt. And Polly was offended by this. And
It's-
Andy was offended.
Not
by
only
this.
was it was a Family Guy shirt, it had Peter Griffin's dumb face huge, and then it said in big text, "Frickin' epic." It was the worst thing I've ever seen. Kristen is disgusted.
You've seen me wear that shirt multiple times.
I've seen him wear it every week because he's in his short
I
routine.
must just black it out every time. I
Yeah,
just gotta
I've seen
repress
it.
that
I've
one.
seen it worn, but I don't know. I just needed to speak up this time, you know.
All right. So we all decided, well, we're sitting there talking about a shirt, and we decided we need to get Austin a new wardrobe.
AKA a new shirt.
And also, Andy put up on Snapchat if he got 10 screenshots of Austin's shirt, we would all agree to burn the shirt.
Oh yeah, and he got the 10 screenshots.
Oh, he got 10 screenshots?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't know. Last I heard it was only 3. All
No,
right,
he ended up getting 9 and Kieran's, but Kieran's like
didn't go through.
Yeah. So we got 10.
All right, so we got the 10. All
So
right,
now we get to burn the goddamn Family Guy shirt.
Anyway, so we're gonna burn that. But so we decided to go to Target because everywhere else is closed. Because it's now like 9:30 at night. keep in
Yeah.
mind. And all of a sudden, like we're walking through Target doing our thing, and then there's these Dragon Ball Z shirts, and I'm like, wow. So we go, wow, that's a nice shirt. Austin goes, well, I'm gonna get this shirt. Then Paulie goes, I'm gonna get this shirt. Then our friend Andy goes, I'm gonna get this shirt.
There's a point where we all wanted to get the shirt.
There were 5 of us. All 5 of us were on the brink of getting
It's
it.
a sick shirt. It's got Goku, Gohan,
He's got like
Krillin.
the whole Dragon
Vegeta.
Ball Z
I
cast.
wish it had bald Krillin instead of Krillin with hair.
I agree.
But it's still pretty. It has Android 17
Yeah.
Yeah.
or 18 or whatever, whichever one's the girl.
18.
18.
And then, so eventually, Kieran decides not to get it. Andy backs out last minute. I decided to get a Toy Story shirt instead.
I
That
forgot
was
about that part.
That was super dope and looked cool. So I still got some, but not different. But the point of the story being, Austin and Polly have matching shirts, and they coordinate wearing it on the same day.
It's
We
sick.
do.
Also, I am gonna burn that Family Guy shirt.
Don't you have a Dragon Ball shirt, Nick? though?
Oh yeah, this
gotta
is
be
the
an
other
event.
thing. Is I have multiple.
Is
Dragon Ball
yours
shirts.
like a Goku one?
Yeah, mine's like the the Turtle
Yeah,
School shirt.
I think Yunsuk has something similar to
Yeah.
that.
I gave Yunsuk that one. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Because it ended up being too small for me when it went to the wash, but it fit him perfectly. I also have the Capsule Corp shirt.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's like the giant C.
yeah, that's a cool one. All right.
But yeah,
Any comments, Kristen?
Oh God.
Yeah, you're a guest.
I do think that this event should be a university-wide one, the burning of Austin's Family Guy shirt.
Yeah.
So.
I agree.
You need
And then
a,
as
I'm a
it
big proponent
as
of
it
that.
burns, I'll just hit a megaphone and I'll just say, "Frickin' epic!"
you need 50 screenshots for that.
We also we decided to do a Viking funeral, so we're gonna go to abandoned lake and put it on like a nice wooden platform and shoot fire arrows at it till it burns.
Ba-bum.
What if you miss? It's just gonna be floating there forever.
No, eventually we'll hit it.
Eventually, but if not, it's just gonna be floating there forever.
That's also fine.
A living testament of your failures. I like
Yeah.
that. I like how that sounds.
All right, should we go to the
Yeah,
next
next
question?
question, next
All right,
Very poetic.
how do you feel about the 2019 Ford Bronco?
I'm actually all right.
Oh,
So
okay.
my
We've got
dad.
some strong opinions here.
So my dad's really excited for this because he used to have a bunch of Broncos when he was younger, and like one of my earliest memories is his old Bronco he had before he got his Ford Explorer, and then he got another one. But like I remember there'd be like a yellow light, and he'd like gun it in the Bronco, and like we'd jump and stuff, like woohoo, going through the yellow light. Cause like I was like 3 at the time, so like he was like, really sad when like Broncos just were discontinued and weren't being made anymore. So he's really excited for that. He's not gonna get one, but he's just excited for the fact that Broncos are coming back. I don't think whoever asked this question expected like such a passionate response, but
I've already checked out for this one.
Yeah, I have no strong feelings about the Bronco. I don't think I've ever had strong feelings about a Bronco.
It's a car.
Thank you,
It's a
Austin.
moving vehicle.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I at least I was able to
Astute
contribute to this
commentary.
question.
I know. Moving vehicle.
All right, Paulie, you're
Yeah, next one.
question.
OJ innocent or guilty?
Ooh.
I mean, I like my orange juice either way, but sometimes no pulp.
Personally, I think like if apple juice is in the equation, then OJ. I think they got beef, apple juice, and
Yeah.
orange juice.
I just
but-
actually got nauseous at this conversation.
Well, like I actually get nauseous if you drink orange juice and then brush your teeth right after, or like brush your teeth and then drink orange juice. Like
Why would you ever drink anything after brushing your teeth?
you get
I
thirsty.
mean, you can drink water.
Yeah,
yeah,
water,
yeah,
water's
water.
chill. Yeah.
Water
You
works.
get there. I don't know.
Water's chill.
I'm not controlling your
Can I have a
life.
shirt with that?
What if it's you
Water's-
brush your teeth in the morning and then you're like, oh, here's some orange juice. Let me drink it. And you drink it.
No, I would not do that.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we
think-
even have orange juice in the house right now.
Yeah, I finished it.
After
it's
I
just right now.
after I brush my teeth, like I don't eat or drink anything for like an hour probably, like minimum.
All right, so Polly's a nerd.
Everything tastes gross.
Just use water then.
What toothpaste do you use?
Crest, I think.
You gotta use Colgate.
No,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I use Sensodyne
I'll use
personally.
AIM before I use Colgate.
What's AIM?
AIM is the
Isn't that
other
a messaging
toothpaste
system?
brand.
There's more than 2 toothpastes.
Yeah, there's like
Instant
7.
messaging system. It's
There's
not.
more than 7.
It's not a toothpaste.
Wait, you know Yunsuk uses this tooth. I was at Yunsuk's one night, and Chris was like staying over, and he wanted to know if he could borrow toothpaste. So Yunsuk goes, yeah, and he comes back with this tiny tube that looks like a tube of super glue. And Chris is like, what the hell is this? And Yunsuk goes, it's German toothpaste. It's good for soft teeth. But you only have to use a very little or it'll hurt your tongue. And that's just...
Are we sure that's toothpaste and not
Yeah.
super glue?
That's what I was saying. I was like, Yunsuk, what the hell do you brush your teeth with?
That sounds counterproductive.
Yeah, right?
Hurt your tongue? What does that mean?
But yeah, so I depending on the context, orange juice could be guilty or innocent. I don't know.
What are we eating with it?
Yeah, what are we
Toast,
having with
eggs,
orange
bacon,
juice?
sausage.
Like it's a
It
good
works.
breakfast juice.
Dude, I'm like not into breakfast food, but I love sausage and bacon.
You should come over for waffles sometime.
I don't. I think
Yes.
my problem with breakfast food is that I don't really like eggs. I think.
Well, you
And
don't
that's like
have
the main
eggs.
staple. Of
Yeah, that's like
breakfast
the thing, you know.
Yeah.
I've tried them in so
Eggs
many
are a
different
big part
ways.
of it.
Yeah.
Eggs and breads, like sweet bread.
I'm down with breads. I'll eat any bread.
Had a mean
Let's
French
get
toast
this.
morning.
Let's get this bread, as they say,
Ah,
the cool kids.
excellent commentary.
Yeah.
Man, I guess next question.
Wait, I felt like I had more to say about eggs. Oh yeah, I don't think I've tried scrambled eggs and I've tried like omelets and things like that, and I don't dislike them, but they don't really do it for me.
Have you tried eggs Benedict?
Yeah.
Has anyone had
yes.
a poached egg?
Yes.
No.
I feel like it's like a unicorn.
I think
It's
I
so
should
elusive.
try a hard-boiled egg.
I mean, those are fine.
They are good. They're a good snack.
They
Try it on a
look
salad.
good.
But it always reminds me of the shape of water.
I'm okay
now,
with egg
whenever I see a
salad.
hard-boiled egg.
No. Try a hard-boiled egg in your salad.
In my salad?
Like you cut it up and.
Oh, but I feel like the whole appeal of a hard-boiled egg is just like having it firmly and then like taking a bite of it.
Or you could make it into deviled eggs.
Ooh, deviled eggs are really good.
I don't think I've
yeah.
had deviled eggs. Yeah, maybe I gotta experiment more with eggs.
I think you do.
All right. Next question. In this room, who are you most likely to accidentally murder?
Probably
Well,
Nick.
so
I wouldn't
Austin,
call it an accident.
for context, Kristen, Austin, and I, the three of us, we all live in the same apartment. So like, it's very likely that there's going to be an accident. I also drive the three of us because they don't have cars. Like, probably me. Like,
Yeah,
is
and-
most likely to accidentally kill someone.
Who would you be most likely to kill, Austin?
Probably Nick, but I don't think it would be an accident.
I mean, also probably Nick. But that would be really bad for me because he's my ride most places.
Yeah, again, back to this whole I drive you people places.
But, you know, it just happens.
Mine would probably be Austin because like
Yay.
I think I convince him to do things that he wouldn't normally do,
like,
what?
go outside.
like leave his house.
Oh. I have to go to class.
and that's your limit for leaving the house.
So it seems like Nick and Austin are the ones that would end up dead in this
Yeah,
situation.
I think me and
Like,
you are good to.
We're
yeah.
safe.
I think
okay.
Austin could end up accidentally killing me, but it would be like in some weird way. Like he would convince a cult that I was their enemy or something.
I would totally do that.
He's not
It sounds
trying.
funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just accidentally die on my own, and then there would be like some commentary about it at the podcast.
We
and,
probably
you know,
would know
that'd
for
be
a
it.
couple of days.
Yeah.
We'd be like, I haven't seen Kristen in a while. Have you also? No, I haven't.
I am very sick right now, so
what's
you know
that-
it could be
Yeah.
any day
This
now.
could be the last living testament of Kristen Stedman.
Oh
pretty
no,
sad.
that's pretty sad.
If you do die, do you have any sleds?
What?
No.
Okay. Do you
All right.
have any? Do you have any like any stockpiles of licorice?
No.
Do you have more than $8 in your bank account?
The answer is going to be no.
Checking or savings? I can't.
Between
I
both.
can't do it anywhere.
Wait. Okay. Fine. Can I just have that beanie?
Okay.
It's
No,
Oh, if
we're
you
not
die,
ready.
if you die, Kristen, she started taking it
Oh,
off.
she's ready. She's ready already.
ready.
It's like, all right,
She's
here it is.
ready.
And she jumps out the window.
Embracing
Bye,
death.
bye,
The
Kristen.
number. I mean, we should start making a tally of the number of times a day. I'm like, all right, guys, and I make a motion towards the balcony.
Oh my god, my roommates
many
do
to
that.
count.
My roommates do that too, but we live on a ground floor, so they just blatantly say, "I want to kill myself," and they say it about things that are like so benign. Like they'll like I'm trying to think of an example. Like if they're watching a sad show, they'll say, "Oh my god, this is so sad. I want to kill myself." I'm like, "Why are you choosing to watch this show then?" I don't know if you've ever seen the show This Is Us.
No.
Oh, yeah,
But
I
I've
know
heard
what
of
you're
it.
talking
It's like about like a family that just has all of the most emotional things in the world happen to them.
So Family Guy, not Family Guy. Wait.
Well, gee, Lars.
I mean, that also works, but I was trying to say Full House.
No, it's like worse than Full House. It's
Well,
like
Full House is still a comedy at the end of the day.
yeah, like the show is like not a comedy. It's like
not funny.
Oh, it's
at
just
all.
like-
it's like
Okay.
the show is like obese lady gets pregnant, has wanted a child her whole life, and you know she's getting a miscarriage, and then she gets the miscarriage. Like that's the show.
if like there's a depressing scenario that can
Spoilers.
happen,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
It's
It's
like
gonna
the
happen there.
writers sit in a room and they look at the obituaries of people who committed suicide, and they're like, all right, why did this guy do it? Let's put that in the show.
That's
Your death won't
actually
be in vain.
from the few things I've seen. That's actually an accurate description.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's really morbid.
That's really bad. Why would someone watch that? Like, why do people?
Yeah,
do
I don't
that?
understand why they. Honestly, I don't hate watching it, but like then like they'll finish an episode and they'll both be sobbing, and like I don't really react emotionally to television personally, so I'm like, what is wrong with both of you?
Like, I can understand a movie. Like, I saw The Hate U Give, and I was like with my friend, we were sobbing in the theater. But that's like a one-time deal, you know. Like, once you get out of the theater, you're okay. A TV show that's like recurring
like
pain that
weekly
sticks
pain.
with you, like daily binge-worthy pain.
You know what is actually the last time I cried at a movie? It's actually more recently
Was it
than
Infinity War?
No, I did not have any emotional reaction to that. I thought it was a not bad, but not a good
Only
movie.
Spider-Man got me.
I don't feel so good.
You see, I thought I was like, whatever. I was like, okay, bye. I know you're coming back in the next movie, so.
Steve,
No, the last time that I like got emotional at a movie theater was when the music started at the beginning of episode 7 of Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can
Well, no,
see
because
that. I can
this
see
was
that.
this was like before they started making
Yeah.
one a year, but it
Yeah.
was like this was like the first one to be made in like more than 10 years,
Yeah.
right? And like I just never thought I would be seeing a new Star Wars in a
like
movie theater.
I agree. My like I was like, really excited for.
Yeah,
episode
like
7.
when the music started, I was like, "Whoa! Like this is real. Like this is something I never thought I would get to
It's actually
experience."
happening.
Yeah,
Had I known what we would be going
Yeah,
into a
like-
couple years later, I would have been
yeah,
disappointed.
yeah. But like in that moment, it was like, "Whoa!" Like
it was
like
yeah.
overwhelming. Yeah. All right, how did we get there from accidentally murdering people?
All right. Anyway, moving on. To the
All
next
right.
question.
If you guys could get any sponsor for the podcast, who would you like to be sponsored by?
Chick-fil-A.
They don't
No.
like they don't like gay people, Nick.
But we'd get free chicken.
Oh,
Then go for KFC.
No, I hate
Yeah.
Friendly
KFC.
old
Actually,
gentleman.
honestly,
Okay. Then how about Popeyes?
That's
I also
better,
don't
but
like
still-
I
Popeyes.
also don't like
It's a
Popeyes.
little bit better.
Then be
but
a little
Chick-fil-A.
healthier and don't eat so much fast food.
But it's chicken.
I like Chick-fil-A.
All right, fine. I'll remove my Chick-fil-A sponsorship.
Wait. I have a question.
I didn't know that Chick-fil-A didn't like gay people until my roommate told me. She's a gay woman, and I was like, really? And I was like, I'm still gonna eat there because it's good chicken.
Polly, I have a question.
About Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they dip their chicken in peanut oil. Can you have that?
Yeah, I can have theirs.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like some arbitrary factor that determines it for me because like I literally like can't step foot in a Five Guys without getting itchy.
I was about to say, yeah, like Five Guys had like sponsoring us.
Yeah,
Polly
but Five
would
Guys
die.
like I'm pretty sure the difference is like Chick-fil-A. I think they grease in peanut oil. I'm pretty sure like Five Guys like
just
their
submerge
fryers
it.
are
Yeah.
like they submerge their stuff in peanut oil.
For context for our viewers, Polly is deathly allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, it's not. I don't have like. I think that if there were like tiers of allergies, like tier 5 is like you touch a peanut, you're like dying. Mine is more like probably like tier 3.5. Like if I touch a peanut, if I eat a peanut, I have to get to a hospital. But like I could probably drive myself there. You know.
Please don't.
I mean, like I wouldn't, but you know, I'd take an Uber.
Tempting fate.
Yo, and also, hospitals are the wave of the past. You know, like pregnant women are like way more likely to call an Uber than a hospital now, like an ambulance, because like an ambulance will charge like
Are
$6,000.
you expecting the Uber driver to deliver your baby? What
No.
makes the hospital and they
No, the ambulance, like
Okay.
the ambulance cars. I mean, because like if you get an ambulance car, that's like $6,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
Whereas
it's
an
a lot.
Uber is like 37. You know?
But then you have to pay if like.
But I
anything
mean, they're
happens
still
to you.
using the hospital. The thing that's going out is the ambulance.
Yeah, but the ambulance bill alone is like tons.
I think Polly was just.
No, because I was like
misquoting
reading this article that like 17 babies have been born in Uber in like the past 2 years or something.
There was a really sick video of this guy who it's stuck in traffic and his wife gave birth in the car, and I was like, oh, and their 2 children were there, and I was like, oh, why is he doing this?
Why were you watching this?
I was almost born in the parking lot.
I don't have to answer that question.
For context, I was almost born in the parking lot, but I was actually born in the emergency room.
I like to watch videos.
I was born when my dad was
of
eating ice cream in the corner.
What?
That's
of
nice.
goggles.
And also during a dark
Is that
and
your
stormy
fetish, Polly?
thunderstorm.
Were you actually born in a thunderstorm?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what time it was. I think early morning.
So back to the sponsorship.
Yeah, back to the
thing.
sponsorship. We've gotten like
All right,
one
Austin,
legitimate answer.
Who do you want to
I want to say
sponsor?
Crocs because sophomore year, Chris was trying to do Crocs sponsor. He was dead set determined to do that too.
All right, so Kristen, who do you want to sponsor us?
I already gave my sponsorship earlier.
She said Capri Suns for anyone who's curious.
Oh, okay, cool.
Excellent.
That's all right.
Paulie, who do you want to sponsor?
That was a test.
Maybe the NRA.
Yo.
All right, I mean, they
Everyone,
got
it's
money.
been a great
Like,
time
Yeah.
at the
Like, if
ForLoco
we-
podcast. Sorry to see it go. Really am.
If we want money, that's the best. way
Yeah,
to go.
no. Plus, like, I don't know. Have you ever like, I've like at certain points in my life seriously considered just like writing some alt-right stuff and just getting the money you get from
All
it.
right, everyone. It's been a great time
mean-
at the ForLoco
I mean, that is
podcast.
money.
I'm really sorry to see
I
this
mean,
whole episode get thrown out
I
the window.
totally disagree with that.
No, like,
mindset, but
I-
I understand
it is money.
why you're doing
Like,
it.
I wouldn't do it ethically, but like also like.
Like,
Well,
as a
well,
poor
let's be
college
honest.
student,
You've
I
done
can
some pretty
understand.
unethical stuff
You've
in these
kidnapped
4 years
people.
alone.
You
You
stole
made
goggles.
Mark Chevelle. Should we talk about Mark Chevelle?
I don't want to talk about.
We're not
Mark
going to talk about Mark
Chevelle.
We're
Chevelle.
not talking about
Another-
that's a whole episode.
Another episode. But you've done
All
some
right,
unethical
my
stuff.
real sponsor answer would probably be maybe Glendale Zoo, because it'd be kind of weird if like a random zoo in California sponsored our show.
And how did you come to know the Glendale Zoo?
They once at their zoo one time there was a goat drowning in the water and a pig swam by to save it.
Oh my god!
It was all over the news. Did you-
Yeah, goat in the water.
Around like 10 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say about 10
Yeah,
years.
but
Oh
it was-
yeah, I think I heard about that one. It was a really touching story.
Yeah, it really was. The pig was a hero.
All right, we've got
Um,
2 more questions. Should we go
yeah.
for them? All right.
Yeah.
Rank the holidays in terms of enjoyment you get out of them: Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
All right, hang on. So, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Those
Yeah.
4.
We could add more if we want.
No, I
Yeah,
think we should
that's-
stick with this
that's
4.
enough,
This is,
yeah.
all right. I'm going to put Thanksgiving at the bottom.
Okay.
Only because I can't enjoy Thanksgiving because Christmas pukes all over it.
Okay.
Thanksgiving has its day.
But
It
like,
has one single day, but Christmas has
well, we don't
3.
have a week of Thanksgiving, do we now, Kristen?
I do because I'm going home on Friday.
Oh, skipping class, I see.
Thanksgiving.
Just
Anyway,
one.
so for me, I think we should put Thanksgiving at the bottom just because like we don't get a chance to enjoy it beyond the one day that it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like Halloween, there's a build up to it. New Year's, there's a
Wait,
build
are we
up to it
making
right after
are we
Christmas.
making one decisive list or are we making our individual?
Well, so far
lists?
I'm agreeing with Nick.
Oh, well, I disagree strongly. I love
also
Thanksgiving.
disagree. I put
Oh.
New Year's at the very bottom because there's nothing. It's just like
Well, New Year's is my second.
I think Halloween is at the bottom for me. Actually.
what?
Whoa!
All right,
That is a
Candy,
whole month to build up.
candy.
All right, everyone. Sorry that we're gonna have to be replacing Paulie. He's taking a
context,
permanent
it's-
leave of absence from the podcast.
And I maybe jumping to conclusions here, but like half the candy you get in Halloween has peanuts in it. Like I feel like that's
That's actually not really part of it. I loved Halloween when
You
I
had
was
it easy
younger.
out there.
I loved Halloween when I was younger, but like for the past 3 years, Halloween has just been like
Is it because you're older and have
incredibly
college
meh
work to do?
for me.
Well, it's because well, now that we're in college, people use an excuse just to get trashed for a weekend.
Yeah, but I didn't even do that. I didn't like. I did nothing fun, and like I don't know. I
We offered you to come to our dorm
Yeah,
and
we-
watch
yeah,
a
but
bad show.
even that is like I don't know. Like I don't get super enjoyment. I don't really like dressing up that much. Like
But you always were dressed nicely. You
I
just
know.
go as yourself.
yeah, I know. I did go as goth, which was pretty cool. Like I just wore a bunch of makeup, but I don't know. Halloween just like doesn't really do it for me. And also like compare like it's like Halloween is at the bottom for me, and then New Year's, but like they're both close because I don't really love either of them. Like New Year's, I don't know. I just never really do
Well,
anything super fun.
New
I am
Year's,
still wearing my ghost socks.
New Year, she is. I can confirm.
I cannot confirm if Nick's belly button is in the air and outie.
We're moving on from that.
Moving on for that. New Year's is always fun for me because, like, with all my friends back home, every year we buy 200 plus chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and every year they think it's a prank when we order it. Like, I think last year my friend and I, he ordered it through a mobile app, and we got there, and we're like, we didn't make it, and like we're like, why wouldn't you make it? We ordered it, we paid for it. Well, that's the thing. It's like we paid for it, and then like the order went through, and like it was a whole thing. But like that's what we do every year. And it's just really fun because like. There's like 12 of us, and if not more, maybe a little less, a little more every year. So like, it's not like there's like 3 people eating 200 nuggets. It's like a decent number of people to share it.
Well, that sounds fun. Usually on New Year's, I just like. Last night I went to the city, I think, which was kind of cool, but also
cool.
like overcrowded.
Yeah.
But you know,
Like, I don't think I'd want to go anything big like New Year, like Times
I
Square.
actually, me and my friends, we couldn't find a place cheap to eat, and none of us were 21 yet, so we couldn't really go to any bars or anything. So we ended up going to this skeevy Chinese restaurant that had a buffet, and we each ate a bunch of fried chicken and rice. And then at like 11:50, it all hit us, and we all had to go use the bathroom.
Oh no!
And then at like 11:56, we were like still in the bathroom. We were like, all right, guys, we just gotta get outside because everyone's gonna be celebrating. I don't want to miss it. So we just like made our way out for the celebration.
Paulie shit himself is the first thing he did in New Year's. Right? He's telling us.
No, I did it before at the end of the
What
year.
a touching story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, like Halloween and New Year's are like the clear low tier. And then, like, Thanksgiving, Christmas are, like... It goes in that order, Thanksgiving, Christmas, but, like, they're both close.
I think I might change it. I think I want to put Christmas as my second to last now. Like, when I was little, it was totally my favorite.
No, I still love Christmas. I think it's so
Yeah,
fun.
Christmas is my number one.
But like Nick works.
I don't get to enjoy any holiday. I'd like to put that out there. Ever since I worked at Giant, now Starbucks, I'm working Thanksgiving. But, like, I work almost every holiday. So, like, I don't get to enjoy them as much as other people.
Is Starbucks open, like, normal hours on Thanksgiving?
We close at 4:30.
I guess
But who needs coffee at...
On Thanksgiving too.
I feel like it should close at 12, like, more realistically.
I think it should not be open.
I think so, too. Yeah, really. But, like, people would riot.
And, like, Giant did the same thing where they closed at 5 every year
Gotta
for
get that
Thanksgiving and
PSL.
Easter. Like, I don't think I've had for the past 3-4 years an Easter where I've been with my family for dinner. Like, I'd always be late, or they'd go somewhere without me.
You can hear the sadness in his voice right now.
Yeah.
Now, question: Why don't you call out for the day?
Because other people do.
Well, someone's
got to
work, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone has to work. I also
Because
get
everyone
paid-
else is gonna call
Some
out.
of the holidays, I get paid time and a half.
Well, yes, true.
Like this coming Thanksgiving, I'm getting paid time and a half to be at Starbucks. So, I mean, it could be worse. All right, do we have another question?
The last one.
One more. Longest period of time you didn't shower or bathe?
Probably
All
during
right.
traveling.
So,
Nick has a gross answer, I can tell.
I do.
He's about to preface it.
The answer is 12 days. Context, we were backpacking in New Mexico for 12 days.
Did
So,
you like feel gross?
After a while, the dirt actually like doubled as sun protection. Like, 'cause this is also in July in New Mexico, like late June, early July. Like, we were there for 4th of July. So we all were gross, and if you all smell, you don't really smell it. It's like the mindset was there's one spot in the whole trail where there was a shower, and it was the second to last day we were even on the trail. So most of us agreed not to shower because then you'd smell everyone else, type of deal. And like, so that's the first thing we did when we got off the trails. We all took a shower, but
I bet
Yeah.
that shower was like super, like
best
I,
thing,
like I bet you like
pinnacle of
felt
your
dirt
life.
leaving your body.
He's shaking his head.
the showers were really crappy quality. Like they just are not well maintained. It's like these weird curtains that like, and the wind just blows through the whole shower house. So you're like, it was not a pleasant time.
For me, it was probably I forget when and where, but my family traveled somewhere, and we had like a layover, a late flight, something where we had to stay in a state for like about 2 days ish, and there's not really. It was in the airport too, so there was not really much shower options, and we just kind of stayed there. I don't remember the exact details.
Mine, I don't know. I never kept track, but it was probably in middle school during the summer when I didn't leave my house ever, and I think I recall there was a week that I just didn't because I didn't go anywhere. I didn't see anyone. That was 7th grade. Everyone.
So far I'm the lead with 12 days.
I don't think I'm gonna beat you because I honestly don't think I've ever hit more than 3 days. Probably. I'm just like.
I was just being a gross middle schooler.
Well, my I don't know why. I think I'm like slightly not like germophobic. But I'm like I don't know like what the word is, but I'm like I like am hyperactive with like the cleaning of my body. I guess because like I don't think I've gone 24 hours without showering in over a year. And in high school, I used to shower like twice a day. Like I would wake up in the morning.
Now that's bad for you.
I would like rinse off for 5 minutes in the morning, and then at night I would like actually shower. I don't know why. I just like I'm like you know.
Now that leads to another question: morning showers or night showers? Polly, I think you're saying you're a night shower.
No, I'm
anymore.
actually a morning shower person, but
Well, I think
I'm
college makes you a morning
I'm
shower.
just kind of dependent on my schedule.
Oh, except for Nick.
I'm a night shower.
I'm a
person.
firm and confident night shower.
Because like I like clean. It's like a night. It's like therapeutic of every shitty thing that happens. To
I
me
know,
during the
right? And then
day.
you're relaxed when you go to bed, and it's perfect.
I like cleanse off me.
I-
Usually it's not like right before you go to bed. It's like once I'm done everything I need to do for the day.
Mine's also usually just based on when I'm able to exercise, because I'll always shower after I exercise.
Exercising is also another important factor to
Yeah. So like if like my schedule allows me to exercise in the morning, I shower in the morning. If not, then I shower at night.
yeah, I shower at night. Austin showers when he wakes up.
Yeah, which is always the morning.
Usually.
I mean, arguably.
Yeah. What do you consider the morning, Austin? Because for me, 4 a.m.'s the morning.
All right. Well, that was all our questions. So unless we want to berate Kristen anymore, or do we?
Ooh.
She's a
I mean,
weeb.
I don't know if we've gotten enough of that this podcast. So
She's a weeb.
This is your last chance before the podcast gets canceled.
All right, hang on. As for context, our viewers, you have officially wasted 55 minutes of your life.
I think
yes,
that
make it an hour.
I don't think we can end this episode without getting a firm answer on Nick's belly button.
My belly button is.
I want to see. I
I
don't
feel very
believe you.
uncomfortable.
I don't believe you.
This is
Just
making me
lift your.
very
Are you wearing?
uncomfortable.
Are you wearing an undershirt?
I want this to be like a hard cut and like the whole like
This is
microphone
making me
just.
very
Just lift the shirt.
Feedback
You need to lift it
noises.
like 2 inches.
I'm not
All
doing this
right,
all night.
thanks
God.
everyone. You've been great.
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having some disputes
All
in
right.
the
That's
editing
it. That's
room.
it. I'm done. Bye.
Polly is jumping over his seat right now,
He took his
violently ripping off the shirt.
Wait, hang on. We have to sign up.
I can't believe it. Well, Austin, this has been quite an
I
eventful
was
day,
just gonna
hasn't
cut it there.
No, we can't do that to our fans.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
cut it at the belly button argument.
All right. So this is Nick.
This is Austin.
I'm upset.
I upset.
And this podcast is canceled.
Thanks, Kristen. And that's all, folks.
See ya.